on Governmental Affairs on a bill for an act to repeal the National Lottery Act No. 7 of 2005 and the National Lottery Amendment Act No. 6 of 2017, and to enact the Central Gaming Bill to regulate the operations and business of all forms of online and remote gaming across the geographical boundaries of the federating units and beyond the borders of Nigeria, provide for the conduct of gaming in the Federal Capital Territory, and enhance revenue generation for the Federation and for related matters, HB 2062. Have we been given copies, honorable colleagues? This bill has 65 clauses, explanatory memorandum, and the long title of the bill. Do you want a moment for you to go through for those who have not received earlier, or should we continue? We are all okay on the same page. For those of us who are receiving this document for the first time, should we assume that you have gone through and we can just go ahead with the process? Thank you, thank you. So, honorable colleagues, we start with clause 1, carried. Aye. Clause 2, carried. Aye. Clause 3, carried. Aye. Clause 4. Yes, leader, today you have come with a lot of fire. Is it because you have rested too much?
No, sir.
Go ahead.
My dear colleagues, I would want us to be a little bit careful, particularly from our friend who sponsored this. Perhaps he will throw more light. I don't know whether there is a difference between gaming and lottery. I know that there is a Supreme Court judgment which has given the power over lottery to states. So if there is a difference between gaming and lottery, and then if the essence of this law is to correct that judgment of the Supreme Court so that we will not be doing...
It is absolutely so. I can tell you authoritatively, the lottery or gaming, whatever you call it, there are different jurisdictions. There are powers that can be exercised by states, and there are some that cannot be exercised by states. And we also have the Federal Capital Territory, which is within the purview of the National Assembly as well. Whatever you see here are those powers that cannot be exercised by states. That is why they are online. Online activities cannot be defined under any state context. So it can only be coordinated at the national level. So also Abuja, anything you do in Abuja is within the jurisdiction of the federal government and the National Assembly. So I have followed this keenly, and I can assure you that whatever you see here does not in any way conflict with the powers of the state as passed by the Supreme Court of Nigeria. Thank you. So, clause 4, carried. Clause 5, clause 6, clause 7, clause 8, clause 9, clause 10, clause 11, clause 12, clause 12 to 20, clause 20 to 25, clause 26 to 30, clause 30 to 35, clause 36 to 40, clause 40 to 45, clause 46 to 50, clause 51 to 55, clause 56 to 60, clause 60 to 65, explanatory memorandum, the long title of the bill. Thank you very much. You wanted to say something. Have we gone beyond? Thank you, honorable colleagues. The last but not the least is...
Speaker Abdullah Ibrahim Ali is my name. I hereby move that the House revert to plenary for consideration of reports. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
The minority
Report
leader,
progress.
please, can you second?
Mr. Chairman, my dear colleagues, I rise to second the motion that we do revert to plenary. I so second.
Those in support of this motion say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. House has reverted back to plenary. And in so doing, approve clauses 1 to 3, explanatory memorandum, and the long title of the bill. Honorable colleagues, the House and Committee of the Whole considered the report of the Committee on Governmental Affairs on a bill for an act to repeal the National Lottery Act No. 7 of 2005 and the National Lottery Amendment Act No. 6 of 2017, and to enact the Central Gaming Bill to regulate the operation and business of all forms of online and remote gaming across the geographical boundaries of the federating units and beyond the borders of Nigeria, provide for the conduct of gaming in the Federal Capital Territory, and enhance the revenue generation for the Federation and for related matters. And in so doing, approve clauses 1 to 65, explanatory memorandum, and the long title of the bill. Honorable colleagues,
Your Excellency, Right Honorable Speaker, I once again move that the House adopt the report as considered. Thank you, Mr.
the minority leader.
Mr. Speaker, my dear colleagues, I rise to second the motion that we do adopt the report from the Committee of the Whole as a working instrument of the House. I so
Those
second.
in support of this motion say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it.
For an act to repeal the National Lottery Act No. 7 of 2005 and the National Lottery Amendment Act No. 6 of 2017, and to enact the Central Gaming Bill to regulate the operation and business of all forms of online and remote gaming across the geographical boundaries of the federating units and beyond the borders of Nigeria, provide for the conduct of gaming in the Federal Capital Territory, and enhance revenue generation for the Federation and for related matters. Third reading. Third reading.
Honorable colleagues, the third